Hey guys, you are live with Trisha and Kiley on Spilling the RealiTEA as a part of the Russell Hantz show. And we're coming to you guys with a little something different today. So normally we are spilling all things on Big Brother because that is what is on right now. But the challenge is upcoming. So we have the cast and we are ready to share it with you guys.
Yeah, so this is obviously a leaked cast. Things are not 100% set, so we're going to say that this is the tentative cast. You know, it's pretty
moment with COVID. I mean, we know what happened with the Big Brother cast.
Yeah.
We're excited. We are pumped to talk about this cast, and we have a lot to talk about, y'all. So we will be talking. We have 30 cast members to go over. They've already started filming, so lots is going on. So drop us your comments. Give us your thoughts on these cast members. Some of them we didn't know, so if you know them from the other shows that they're on and have more commentary than we do, please drop us a comment as we go through the show.
We'd love to hear from you. So what we know about this season is we've got at least a theme and a probable name for the season. So it is looking like the challenge Double Agents is going to be the name of this. They did change the title of the last two seasons, so this is not going to be set in stone. But as of right now, the challenge Double Agents, and we know that they are competing in pairs. And they are also filming in Iceland. So that's a little bit of background that we can give y'all.
Yeah. All right. First cast member. Okay, so the theme is double agents, and we know that they're partners. So we put this in order of partners this year. So we'll give number one cast member, and these are in no particular order. They're just in a random order with the partner immediately following. So here we go. Number one.
All right, so
OG Wes Bergmann.
Yeah, so we will see Wes back again. This is going to be his 14th season competing. We know that he's won the challenge 2 times before. And he came so close, not last season, but on the last Winners at War. He played almost the perfect game. So it's going to be interesting to see him back again. What do you think about Wes?
Well, I'm a Wes fan. I watched his season of The Real World when he was on there, and I loved him on there. He's his entertainment, to say the least. He
sometimes outplays himself.
Yeah, he, to get a little ahead of ourselves here, but he doesn't have Bananas this year. Bananas will not be on the season. So it'll be interesting to see how this dynamic plays out with a very large rookie cast and see how he does. Now, we know that Wes loves the rookies because he can manipulate them, or so he thinks. Yeah. He feels like, well, everyone's always against the rookies, but I'm not going to be. I'm going to go on their side. So, Wes might go far. We'll see. What do you think?
I mean, Wes is always going to have more strategy than everybody else in the house. He just really totes on himself about being good, about politicking. So that sometimes works to his advantage. Sometimes he overplays himself a little bit. We do have this question from Alex, and he says, outside of Josh, who would Wes really be targeted by? And I think that's a good point. I mean, last season
I always think this is a funny question.
Yeah, I mean, Josh is not going to be able to by himself do anything against Wes, but we did see his new spin on the game last season by teaming up with Bananas. So it'll be interesting to see what Wes decides to do different and bring us this season.
And if you haven't watched the challenge before, last season, Josh was pretty much making up this beef with Wes, and it was so funny. And Wes was like, I literally do not care about you. There was the what are they called? Confessionals. They're called confessionals.
Yeah.
And
yeah, Big Brother mode right now.
And Alex says, but aren't they the rivalry of the decade? Yes.
The new
In Josh's head, they are.
Yeah. So, yeah, this is an interesting one. But what I think is super interesting is who Wes is paired up with at the beginning of the season. And we're saying that these are their partners at the beginning. Obviously, it is subject to them switching things up and changing things. But at the start, Wes will be paired up with Natalie Anderson from Survivor.
Okay, so me and Kylie, we love all things reality TV. So we, of course, love Natalie. We're so excited that she is on the challenge. Yeah. And I think she's going to beast mode this. Like, I think these vets are going to underestimate Natalie, especially if they haven't watched her on Survivor. And she is going to kick ass at this show.
Yeah, like okay, so we know that we originally got Natalie and her sister Nadia on The Amazing Race, and they were kind of a shit show, like super entertaining, but they couldn't get out of their own ways. They were always fighting with each other. And then we get them
well with others.
Right, and then we get them on Survivor San Juan del Sur, and Nadia is the first boot of the season, and Natalie goes on to win and just plays an absolutely incredible strategic game on Survivor, like a top tier winner. And we see her back this past year on Witch at War, where she's the first boot and manages to work her way back into the game and sit at final tribal council and finishes in second place. So, I mean, the girl she's got so much TV experience. She's got experience. This is going to be her third competition show. And then, of course, in her normal everyday life, she is a CrossFit coach. So I just feel like the challenge is going to be in her arena, like competition wise, athletic wise, personality, she's going to fit.
Yeah, I think this is definitely the show for her. I'm excited. She is fierce. She's a fierce competitor. So it will be, I'm very interested to see Natalie. We will host our draft for the challenge this year, which we expect to air in December, January, similar to the challenge that aired earlier this year. And I'm definitely putting Natalie on my team.
Me too, probably.
Yeah. Can't help it. Can't help it.
Yeah.
We had a comment over here, and I just wanted. Alex also said that Wes. I'm trying to find it to pop it on the screen. Wes always seems to get the good partners, and
like this is a really. Like, I think that there's 3 or 4 people that really, really lucked out with their partners, and Wes and Natalie are a really, really strong duo. There's going to be another one that we'll get to in a little bit that I think is a better pairing, but this one is definitely one to look out for. And I mean,
do we know how this like pairing thing works? Like, if your partner's selected for elimination, like what does a pairing have to do with it? Is it like
we're there are some spoilers out there, guys. If you want to go and look and find them, we are not going to do any spoilers in this show except for obviously the cast. But we're not going to get into eliminations or anything. But I mean, it's looking like they don't go home as a duo. So
it's just like partner, team A, if they lose or whatever, or voted into elimination, they go against team B. Maybe.
Right. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure. And it's a guys elimination week, girls elimination week. But yeah. We don't know exactly how they landed on these pairs, but if there was some type of selection process or what exactly. But
yeah, because how they're paired so far,
in the eliminations,
there's not like rivals necessarily.
Right. It's not like rookies. There's no rookies and newbies. Rookies and vets. So, yeah, I'm not exactly sure.
Yeah. All right. Let's move on to our next team.
Okay.
Team 2, CT.
Yes, fan favorite, CT Tamburello. This is going to be his 18th season. Like we said, Johnny Bananas is not on this season, so CT will be the oldest or most seasoned vet. What do you think? Are you glad to see CT back? Do you think he's still going to have the dad bod, or has he been working it off?
I definitely think CT probably still has the dad bod. It is at this point his signature. I don't know how hard he'd have to work to get rid of that. He's an old man. I mean, love him to death, and again, loved him on the original seasons. Him and DM, but I mean, CT might go far just because people don't want to throw him in.
Yeah. I think that has been his strategy a lot in the more recent seasons, is whereas before, CT liked to butt heads with people literally, and he liked the competition. Now he is great with sitting back and coasting as long as he can. And, last year we did see him go into an early elimination against Jay and lose. And I mean, obviously with CT's size, anything that comes down to a strength type thing, he's almost always going to win. But in a competition like that, I mean, it was just, kind of a crapshoot, and Jay beat him. So it'll be interesting to see how he bounces back.
Alex says, could CT be a potential crossover to Survivor in the future? Yeah. Are you referencing him losing that dad bod? Like, that would be the way.
Like, let's get CT on the next season of Survivor, shed 50, 60 pounds, and bring him back onto the challenge in tip-top shape. I don't know. I mean, I think that would be really fun to see. We haven't gotten
I personally think CT, like, that man loves to eat. Like, we see him, I think, like, one season, like a few seasons ago, there was a whole montage of him eating.
Yeah.
I don't know that he could do Survivor.
Yeah, no shade. But we love CT, so it'll be interesting to see what he brings this year.
Alex said that's not what I meant. Okay, like, sorry, we were just reading between the lines, Alex. All right, so CT's partner is
Ashley Millionaire Mitchell.
The millionaire herself. This is going to be a sassy team right here.
Yeah, so this is Ashley's 8th season. We do know she has her 2 challenge championships under her belt, including her most notorious one where she stole the $1 million from Hunter. So, since then she hasn't necessarily had the best showing. So it's going to be interesting to see what Ashley does this year.
Yeah, and I think it's also interesting that she's on a partner season, because we see that she really doesn't have a lot of friends in the more recent seasons that have her back to the end.
The Lavender ladies are not there.
Right. And so, it's tough. I think this will be interesting to see her with a partner. Given her partner CT, and he does in his older years like to keep the calm. So maybe he can keep Ashley zen. But I think that this is a good pairing.
It will be interesting to see them work together, because Ashley likes to pop off, kind of how CT did in his younger years. She's not afraid to get controversial, and it'll be interesting to see CT trying to tame her. Yeah,
so that's a lot to control there.
But. Yeah, she's a lot. It's a lot.
All right. Does she have winner potential?
I mean, I think anytime she's on, like, this girl's going to do anything to win. She is there to compete. She is there to kick ass. And, I think anytime she's on, that there's a good chance. Our friend Irving's in the chat, and he says, Queen Ashley, she's ready to break the curse. Yeah, so we see Bananas break his curse from stealing the money from Sarah. Is this the season Ashley breaks hers from stealing it from Hunter?
The competition's fierce this year, guys. So I don't know that this is Ashley's season, but I will gladly eat my words at the end of this if it is. I love Ashley. She's the most entertaining person ever, and she doesn't give a shit about anybody in this house. Her number one goal is the money, and that's what we love about her. So I'm not gonna go out on a limb and say she's the winner, but I do think she will go far.
Yeah, there's always the possibility that she can win.
If she gets to the final, that's when you have to be scared.
Yeah.
All right. Next team is LEROY is the male of this team.
Yeah, so this is LEROY's 12th season. I feel like LEROY's theme for the challenge is so close yet so far away. And, you know, last season he did get the opportunity, no, not last season, the season before, he got the opportunity to play a game really separate from Bananas. And I thought this was really good for him. He did well for himself. He, you know, just almost was a champion, y'all.
Y'all, we want LEROY to get the championship. We want him to get the money.
Like he's gotten so close several times, and we will get to see him play this season again without Bananas. So
he has a good shot. I think he has a better shot
without
without Bananas. One thing I like about LEROY is that he's not afraid to go against the grain if he has to. Like I feel like he has a really good moral compass, which is not like a lot of people in this house. The MTV challenge doesn't pick people for being, you know, great students, great, you know, whatever. They definitely go for the entertainment factor. And anyways, LEROY's just unlike anyone on the cast from that aspect, in my opinion. He has a great moral compass, and I feel like if he feels like the people that he is aligned with aren't doing right or doing like what he thinks is best, he'll go against that.
Yeah, so I mean, we're going to skip ahead a little bit of ourselves because so many people in the chat are talking about the fact that LEROY will be in the house with Cam. So we'll just go ahead and talk about this. We'll get to Cam again in a minute. But yeah, so LEROY will be in there with Cam. I think that this is interesting because they're going to have a little bit more of an established relationship than they've had in any of the other seasons. So it's going to be interesting to see their dynamic.
Yeah. And I think Alex might be onto something here. LEROY will have the ladies to protect him with help from Cam because he has Cam. So
yeah, and Cam's fierce. So,
and Cam has a good relationship. She does have a good relationship with the ladies. Like the friends that she has are loyal to her. So works out in LEROY's favor. He picked the right one.
Yep. So moving into LEROY's partner, KAYCEE Clark. This will be her second season. We did see her as the runner-up last year. So what do you think her odds are this one?
I think they're good. I mean, okay, so I always think of KAYCEE like we do our drafts, and she is not a good draft pick because she has zero. Yeah, she has zero confessionals.
Yeah, she has no personality.
Just describes the game. But she's a great competitor. She is a great competitor where, you know, Ashley is this person who gives great confessionals and is super smart and super mental. KAYCEE's mental too, but she's super fierce when it comes to the competitions. So
yeah, and you know, like we said, she was the runner-up last season. I mean, Jenny was such a great competitor. We can go ahead and spoil for y'all. Jenny will not be on this season, so neither one of the champs will be back to defend their title. So I think KAYCEE definitely looks like the front runner. Yeah, Furniture KAYCEE right here for Gabby and Ryan.
Yeah, laughing at the comments.
Yeah, so I mean, KAYCEE is a really good competitor. She's super, super boring to watch.
Yeah, and I love KAYCEE. Like, I love that, you know, I feel like
she's a good friend to people, but will the KAYCEE NANY connection come back around?
We've got to stop both clicking on the comments.
Good click. Come back around this season. Yeah, that's going to be really interesting to see. I don't know what KAYCEE's relationship status is. Do you? Like,
yeah. So KAYCEE is still friends with NANY. KAYCEE's still with her girlfriend Taylor. Okay. And KAYCEE, NANY, and Taylor are actually friends all together. And the air's been cleared, and I don't think we will see that. I think we'll see them as friends because they are friends in real life. But yeah, I don't think. I mean, there may still be that flirting because KAYCEE was like, "Hey, like flirting." And yeah, she's like, "I'm a flirt." Like it's not like a thing. So
yeah. So I think KAYCEE's got a good chance of winning because it is not based on personality, it's based on performance. And KAYCEE is always going to beast out in comp. So she's always going to have a good chance.
And she is friends with a lot of people on this cast. So
yeah, and I mean, her personality is good because there's not going to be a lot of people that have problems with her. I mean, just because she's not entertaining to us as viewers, I think she's a very likable person, and I think she gets along with everybody. So she's a great person to compete in a show like this.
Right.
Just, I don't want to hear her talk.
Yeah. I mean, the producers don't either, so...
And so moving on to the next pair, we have the polar opposite of KAYCEE. Also another Big Brother winner, but if KAYCEE is boring and competitive, Josh is entertaining and a mess. So
the meatball himself, y'all.
Yeah, so Pots and Pans is back. This will be Josh's 4th season. Time flies when you're having fun. You know, we've talked about Josh a little bit on our Big Brother show, and I think Josh is really interesting television because somehow I think this kid is going to get sent home so early, and it never happens.
He never does. He never does.
Right. This and so, like, he just gets in there, like,
every time. He did it with Big Brother. There's never been a time where Josh has been on our TV screens and gone home early. It's never happened. Mm-hmm. He's always on there. So
yeah, I mean, his first season of the challenge, he should have been gone first, but whoever it was, the Telemundo guy got hurt, and Josh got to come back in, and now here he is. So,
and we don't even know who that guy is. Like,
yeah, I mean,
I don't remember that.
I can't remember what his name was, but I think he was like a Telemundo actor. Serious.
Yeah, yeah. Does anyone know his name in the chat? Y'all are failing us right now.
Yeah.
Google.
So Josh is definitely polarizing, but one thing you got to give Josh credit for is he's entertaining. Love him, hate him. He's not boring.
And I'm always going to put him on my team. So in our draft last year, y'all, only 2 people picked Josh, and those 2 people were both in the top 3 because of how far he went, how often that mother effer cusses, and how often he cries. So, yeah. So Josh is definitely going on my draft team. Winner pick. I don't know about him being a winner.
Yeah.
But he's definitely going to go far. That,
but he's passionate. He brings some entertainment value. He's going to cry. And we'll see what happens with the meatball.
All right. Now, who's Josh's partner? Cam. Queen Cam.
Get out of my head. Queen Cam herself. Okay, so I love Cam. I liked her on her season of Are You the One, but as a challenge competitor, she's really grown on me. I really, really like her strategic mind. So
I do too, and I like she stays calm under pressure. And I do want to apologize for our photoshopping skills on Cam. She's the first one that's really been bad because her eyeball is blue. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not. We manage everything ourselves, and I can only do so much. So, anyways, sorry.
I mean, I don't think it looks that bad.
Sorry about her eyeball. Anyways, love Cam. I'm a Queen Cam fan. Does she pull out the W this season?
Yeah, I think that she's going to be one of the top competitors. I do think her being tied to Josh is really interesting because Josh is not a super great competitor. So I think some of it's going to depend on how the duo aspect plays into it. So she's got the potential.
Up on this pairing.
So hold on, I wasn't on the chat.
She's gonna kill him. Dawn says she's gonna kill him.
Yeah, poor Josh and Cam. Like, I think this one is a really interesting pairing. I think Cam on her own is competing for the championship, if she has to stay tied to Josh throughout the whole competition, I think that can, draw her back a little bit. But, one thing you got to give Josh is, like, if Cam is his partner and this is his girl, he's going to work his ass off for her. And he's going to defend her. He's going to go to bat for her. So, and, bringing that in with Leroy with Bananas. We know, okay, we did get to see some Bananas and Wes working together. But, hey, maybe that's where Josh gets to take his shot at Wes.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Josh can only hope, right?
Yep. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
He's going to live through Bananas' vengeance. I can see the storyline now.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. But I do think that can be a natural relationship with, obviously, Cam and Leroy, and Josh being one of Bananas' minions. So we'll see. We'll see if they are working together with Team Leroy.
All right, next is Namvo.
Okay. Hey, Namvo.
Again, my Photoshop on this one's the worst.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to his muscle here, but hey, Namvo. Okay,
we're just here for y'all's entertainment,
y'all. So okay, Namvo, he is a rookie. He was on I have to look this up, the Netflix show Ultimate Beastmaster. I did not even have enough time to Google what the hell this show is, but what is Namvo? Whoa. He is a specimen of a man. Hey, Namvo.
You're going on my draft team for sure because you're going to kick everyone's ass.
Yeah, like, can you see this man in a hall brawl? He will murder these kids.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit.
But you know what? Like, these bulky men normally tune out on the final because it's long and endurance and it's not strength driven.
Right. I just need him to get us to the final. But yeah, I'm super impressed with Namvo and how he looks. And guys, we don't have any idea if we're saying his name right. It could be Nam, but maybe Nam. So
we're sorry. We're
sorry.
Really sorry.
Sorry, Namvo.
Plus our accents are really bad. So anyway. All right. So yeah, we don't know a lot about him. I will be interested to see if he. So my personal thought is he's going to be put into 2 competitions, into the challenge, the purgatory, whatever it is. Elimination challenges back to back because
let's get this dude out of here.
Yeah, they want to get him out, but they also want to be like, hey, dude, you got to prove yourself. That's what they normally do. So.
Okay, so y'all were talking about how you really liked the partnership of Wes and Natalie Anderson, and I do think that's a good one, but I also am here for Namvo and his partner, Lolo Jones. So Lolo is a rookie. We have seen her obviously competing in Champs versus Stars, but this will be her first time on a full challenge season. So what are your thoughts on Lolo?
Really quick. Let me see if I can go back really quick because we got to talk about this comment that Dawn says. The body is nice, but the arms are freaking me out. It's not his actual arms. It's because of it's my Photoshop, Dawn.
Yeah, he's really not missing this whole muscle here. This whole section of his arm. But Dr. Frankenstein here in her Photoshop skills are lacking.
I'm sorry. I'm not good at everything. All right. Lolo, she's back. And I like Lolo's freaking crazy. I feel like most people who have a celebrity type life outside of these reality shows try to keep like a good polished perception. I don't feel like Lolo gives a shit. Like she does not care, and that's what I love about her.
Okay, so first of all, with Lolo, let me say, go Tigers. because
Oh
my
my
girl,
God.
my
Get
girl
outta here.
Lolo is an LSU alum, representing LSU in the Olympics. So if you don't know Lolo Jones, she is a Olympian, the first ever female to compete in the Summer Olympics and the Winter Olympics. But she's mostly known for, the Summer Olympics. She's a track star.
Yeah.
And we did get to see her on Champs versus Stars, and y'all, she is a hothead. She also competed on Celebrity Big Brother, and just solid gold entertainment. There's my captain.
So in the comments, we are getting lots of feedback on her. Like Alex says, Lolo has the highest potential to quit or get ejected from the game, and this is true because she has a mouth.
Yeah, and because she is a celebrity, she may be like, this shit's not worth it, I'm bouncing.
I'm out. Like, there's not enough money.
I'm not living with you people. Like, what am I doing? It's a lot different to go from a 5-week show where you're staying in a hotel to, 3 months in Iceland with a bunch of crazy asses. So it'll be interesting to see, but I'm hardcore rooting for Lolo because I would love to see her become a staple. She's just entertainment. So, look at Lolo, an Olympian matched up with Namvo. Like, this as a physical pairing, they're going to wreck shop. Obviously, strategically and politically, I don't know how they'll do.
The disadvantages of this team are that they are both rookies. So while Lolo, I'm pretty sure she is friends with Wes. But while that exists, they're both still rookies to this group. Yeah. And I could see them being thrown in back to back because of their physical challenge, because of their physical attributes, but also because
they are rookies.
Who knows? They don't have Lolo's going to make friends.
Yeah. But oh gosh, I'm really excited for the possibility of what this is because she's just dynamic.
She's a beast, that's for sure. Yeah. So excited to see Lolo. All right, moving on to our next team. Darrell, we get to see Darrell come back.
Yeah, so we haven't seen Darrell since the Dirty 30.
Well, him compete, but he came in as what were those
mercenary.
People called?
Yeah,
yes, mercenary.
But his last full season was the Dirty 30. Darrell is an OG challenge competitor. I'm really excited to see him back, see what he's going to do. He's going to be there to win the money, guys. He's a dad and he's a husband, so he's not there for the screwing around part, literally and metaphorically. He's going to come in. Yeah, he's got a job to do. He's going to come in, wreck shop, and hopefully take home a check. So, what are y'all's opinions on Darrell? You excited to see him back?
I liked her. I mean, I really always like the OG players. So I like Darrell. I'm glad he's coming back. He's great at physical comps. We will see. Dawn says Darrell is always about about business, and I agree. Yeah. He has his mind on one thing, eye on the prize. So I think I think Darrell's going to go far. I hope so anyway.
Yeah. So Darrell's partner is going to be a rookie, Amber Borzotra. I don't know how to say her last name, guys. Borzotra. We saw her on Big Brother 16. She was actually the 5th boot of the season, but she was an alternate for this all-star season. She has a really great personality. She comes across super genuine and nice. She's drop dead gorgeous. These guys are going to love her, but I think she might be married. Possibly. Someone can fact check that for us. But I think she's an interesting one. She's most known on her season of Big Brother as being in a stalker mance with Beast Mode Cowboy. He was obsessed with her, and really it, kind of tanked her game a little bit because he was so crazy.
Yeah. He was definitely obsessed with her from like day one, and
Yeah.
I think like she kind of played into it like a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. But then it was also so over the top crazy. So I don't know, guys.
Yeah. I can't find anything on her being married. So
I was watching her Instagram, or maybe it was on Twitter, and she posted a video of her hiding in the oven from her husband and kids so that she wouldn't have to make dinner. Like, I guess
she is married.
Yeah, I mean, unless she was just saying like, haha, this is what you married people should do. So that's why I'm saying that I think she's married, but I didn't go far enough down her page to find. So
Dawn says, you call it stalking, Caleb called it love.
yeah, and old Beast Mode Cowboy, he has moved on. He's married. He's got a baby, so he's probably not going to tune in and see the old flame Amber and how she does on the challenge. So it'll be interesting. I think Amber's I think
is
she'll
Amber
fit in
a winner?
I have a hard time seeing her as a winner. I think she's going to be one of those rookies that is going to be easy to throw in because she doesn't have any of the ties really. Even though she's a Big Brother player, she didn't play with any of the Big Brother players that are there. So,
right.
Yeah,
she has a good social game. She may not come off as physical, so that'll be interesting. But
yeah,
I don't know. I don't see her going far either, to be completely honest.
Yeah, I mean, I think she's super nice, like, maybe too nice for the challenge.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. It doesn't really fit the mold of the rest of the cast. Like Ashley Mitchell could spit her out. I mean, it's just really going to depend on how she gets in there and starts making friends.
Yeah, and we haven't gotten to see her really get to dig in and fight and compete. So, I guess we'll see.
Yeah. Could be another Jenny on our hands. Who knows?
But I mean, yeah, I don't think she's got the physical prowess of Jenny. But
I mean,
she
not
is
Jenny, Jennifer
oh,
from last season.
The Amazing Race, Jennifer. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
But she's paired with Darrell, so Darrell's connections might be able to take her far. I mean, like, we're going to mention she that shall not be named, Dee. Like, if you looked at Dee her first season, she didn't look physical. Wes took her under her wing and molded her. And so maybe we see that same situation with Amber.
Yeah. All right. Moving on to our next team, fan favorite, Jay Starrett.
Okay, so this will be Jay's second season competing. We saw him as a rookie last year. He wasn't there for a long time, but he made a little bit of a splash while he was there because, as we mentioned earlier, he does take out CT. And he, like, literally fought in his elimination. He fought in his elimination against Rogan to the bitter end until he was like almost dead. Like, for real, y'all, if you did not watch last season, I honestly thought he died.
He just straight up died.
Yeah. So let me see. Obscurity says, since the men seem to be, for the most part, weak thus far, he may have a chance. So, I mean, I don't think that you can completely count him out because, I mean, look what he did last season when everybody was underestimating him. So, he won 2 eliminations last year, and we'll see what happens. Oops.
Yeah. Yeah. I like Jay. He was on Survivor, so of course I like Jay for that. I also think that he did kick ass in the season, and then he got his ass kicked. But I think he is a great player. He does give good DRs too, so he's a well-rounded player. His disadvantage is definitely his size. His advantages will be he needs to step it up in the social game. That will help him a lot. And I think him being a vet this season will also help him.
Yeah. And I mean, I think he's going to have a little bit of respect to his name because of what he did last season. So, you know, he's not going to be looked at as automatically the one to throw in because, you know, put a little respect on his name.
Yeah. All right. So his partner is Theresa Gonzalez.
Yeah. So I'm excited to see Theresa back. It has been a long ass time since we've seen Theresa. Let me see. She has not been on since Free Agents. And we know that the Theresa that we saw in Free Agents is not who we're going to get this season. She's married. She's married to an NFL player. She's got some babies. So I think it's going to be interesting to see a completely different side of Theresa. You know, we know she's a fierce competitor. So what is it going to be like for her in a completely different phase of life?
Yeah. I kind of worry about her because of her phase of life and her being partnered with Jay. Like, I just feel like they're two completely opposites. I feel like strategy-wise, they're opposites.
Yeah. And the fact that Theresa has been out of the challenge loop for a while, like, I don't know if she's going to have the connections that they necessarily need. So this could be interesting to see.
And does she have the drive to, you know, be in this game and want that prize money?
I think if you leave your babies, then, you know, you've got the drive. Like,
yeah,
it's there.
But it's gonna be like, if her name is even dropped the first few weeks, she might just give up though.
I don't know. I don't think she will. We'll see what happens.
All right.
So,
I do not pick her as a winner pick just because of the just because of like her dynamic. I think that will be what.
So is this going to be the first time that a mother is in the house? No, Devon. But the first time a married woman?
Yeah, I can't think of any off the top of my head.
It's going to be really interesting. You know, we have seen some guys in this role of being married and having kids, but we haven't yet seen it from a female. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah. All right. Gavin says that her last season was Battle of the Exes with Wes, and she came back to be Leroy's partner and got second.
Okay.
So, I mean, that makes her sound really good. I mean, Gavin might be fact checking us. So, anyways, she's not a winner pick for me.
Oh yeah, somebody said Obscurity said Tori and Brad. I mean, obviously they were married to each other, but they were there together, so it'll be interesting. And I mean, obviously she just has a whole different, completely lifestyle. So
yeah, it'll be interesting. All right, next team is Devin Walker.
I'm not a Devin fan.
I don't mind Devin. I don't mind Devin.
Okay, so here's my take on Devin. I feel like he's the Wish version of Wes. He tries to be super strategic, but he's not quite as great as Wes. So,
well, have him and Wes ever played together? Because I'm just wondering, like, what that dynamic will be like.
Yeah, that'll be interesting to see. But yeah,
maybe they like are besties.
Yeah, they might be, but yeah, I'm not a fan. I think it'll be interesting to see how Devin acts. You know, if he's still like high and mighty on his Johnny Bananas elimination, where he beat him in the light brights. Bored.
Okay, I know, but I mean, in his defense, Johnny was talking so much trash to him, like, I'm gonna beat you no matter what. Put me down there, I'm gonna beat you, and then he doesn't.
Well, I know, but I mean, it's kind of the same thing. Like, does Jay beat CT in a physical match? No. Does Devin beat Bananas in a physical match? No. Like,
right, but you don't know what you're going to go down there to.
well,
So
sure. I mean,
what
and
I'm
that's
saying is Johnny Bananas shouldn't have lost the fucking light bright competition in general. But I mean, I think it just. I mean, my opinion on Devin is like he's not like my favorite. I don't like. I just don't. Oh, like I don't know, like them talking shit about his dad dying and like all this stuff. And
well,
I
yeah,
just,
that's super crappy. I mean,
yeah, who was
I'm
doing
not.
that? Who did that?
Yeah,
It
I
was
don't
like a fight. It
remember.
was a fight with him and Bananas.
Yeah,
I don't know. It was just that I think was low blow. I think I'm here
yeah.
to give Devin another chance. Like he could redeem himself in my eyes.
Meh,
But meh.
meh.
All right. Well,
I
he's
can do
not going
without
on my
him.
team. He's not going on my team. But
He's not going on
anyway.
mine either.
But
So let's move
anyways,
into
who's his partner?
Devin's partner. Okay, so
Nick.
y'all, this is probably going to be my least favorite team. I do not like Nicole ZANATTA either. I'm going to say it. I cannot get it out of my mind. Ever since Johnny Banana said she looks like a female Andy Dick, like that's all that I can see, and I'm just not much of a Nicole fan. So, what's your opinion on Nicole?
See, like, okay, she's another one. She's like a Devin. She's literally like a Devin to me. That I don't have a problem with Nicole at all. I mean, I feel indifferent about her. I guess like I don't have a problem with her. I have a really strong accent. She has a really strong accent. It's a different accent than mine. I don't know. I think she brings drama and like she is entertaining because she sleeps with all the females and it's hilarious to me. Like I just think like I don't know what Nicole has on these women of the house, but like I mean, I don't know. She
Yeah,
brings so
and
much
I mean,
drama.
Nicole is a really, really good competitor. This will be her third season. She has made the finals on both of her previous two. So she's a great competitor, super athletic, but yeah, just her personality just, it annoys the hell out of me. So, Team Devin, Team Nicole, I am not here for you.
Obscurity 0804 says Kylie with the good reads. He fully supports your
Thanks, Obscurity.
Stand of your thoughts. So
yeah.
All right. Kim K said this cast started going downhill fast. Let's hope it gets picked up.
Yeah.
Again, we didn't put these in any order, not order of like police or
good
anything.
to bad.
So, yeah, so we're getting there. We're getting there. There's some more good ones.
Okay, so we'll move into the next one. Kyle Christie. What are your thoughts on Kyle? Kyle's another one of those.
Kyle.
I think you either love Kyle or you dislike Kyle. And
I like Kyle.
I like Kyle. I know that there's a lot of challenge fans that don't like Kyle. They think he's a little bit overrated, but I just think he's like kind of goofy, but then he's kind of good sometimes. But then, you know, he
sleeps with everyone.
He sleeps with everyone, but then he's like the son of a stunt car driver, and he can't knock over any of the damn barrels. Like he's a mess, and he's very entertaining to watch. So
but then he'll get in there and
like
kick ass at a competition, and you're just like he'll go into an elimination and like kick ass, and you're like, where did you come from?
Yeah. So it'll be interesting.
Yeah. I like Kyle because he's so unpredictable. Like you don't know if you're gonna get like the Kyle, you know, with Cara Maria and Polly. Like he
like
had no problem
fighting when he's in makeup and a dress.
like he does not care. I like Kyle, but Alex has a point that Kyle has no true allies this season, so he's in trouble.
But does he ever really have any true allies? You know, like
well, like Melissa really was his friend outside of the house. He doesn't have her.
Yeah, but I mean, what sway did Melissa have on people? None. So, you know, I feel like Kyle's kind of always just like on the outskirts a little bit. So we'll see what happens with him.
I liked Kyle when Kyle didn't like Polly, and I think
we can
everyone
all
likes.
get on board with that.
Yeah.
But Kyle's storyline kind of went out the door with Cara and Polly. So last season he kind of just floated. Dawn says his hair has been looking way better, throwing the shade at Kyle for his hair. So yeah. Anyways, moving on from Kyle.
Who is Kyle's partner?
My girl,
Nany.
Oh, baby, what did you do to Nany on Photoshop? What's this extra on her side here? And what happened to her forearm? I can't even look at her. Okay, let me.
I'll be yellow. I'll be yellow.
All right, y'all. So I'm here to say that I am Nany's biggest fan. I don't give a damn if she's not good at this game. I love her. She's hella entertaining. She's always going to get involved in some drama. She's going to be throwing some ramen noodles at your ass when she's drunk. She's a mess. I'm here for it. So I'm going to give Nany and Kyle the award for most likely duo to bang each other.
Yeah. Well, when we were talking about this before the show, there's another pair that I was like, they'll definitely hook up. And then you're like, you gave me some factoids, and then I was like, okay, maybe not. But anyway, so sure. Well, I'll let you have that one. If anything, they're the most entertaining, I think.
I can't help it. I love Nany. I draft her every year. Like, I don't give a damn that she's not going to do that great. She's not going to ever win. Like, somebody obscurity says she's like the female version of the LEROY. I agree with you completely. Like, she's gotten close. She did make it to the finals one time, and she just cannot quite get there.
She just can't get it.
Yeah, but I don't care. She's going to be entertaining while she's in the house. She's not going to be great at competitions, but it's going to be a good time to watch.
My honest take on her is like she's going to make it to the final and she's going to crap out because she smokes too many cigarettes, and TJ's going to get on to her like he did Maddie.
So, anyways, this is my girl Nany, and I love her.
Sorry about the Photoshop.
Poor Nany.
Right. Leo Rush. We got a rookie, Leo, and he is a professional wrestler. So I couldn't help but put him in his wrestler outfit. I didn't even have to Photoshop him. There was like already the photo that existed.
Okay. So is he the moth?
He has on like I don't know.
So
does anyone know this guy, like, in the chat?
Why? Okay, if his nickname is Leo Rush, then why does he have moth on his wrestling outfit?
Maybe he like flies to the light. I don't know.
Yeah, I did look this up. Alex brings it up. He's super tiny, like 5'8". So moth, man of the hour. Alex, you are just full of so much good information. So yeah.
Why do we even do this? We just need Alex on.
Yeah, so man of the hour, the Mothman, and he's really little, but he is jacked. So I think he's obviously going to do good in competitions, but I don't know anything about him because I do not watch wrestling.
Yeah, I know nothing about wrestling, so I'm just interested to see how he does. I would like to see him compete against Jay, I guess. I mean...
Irving says, I didn't want to say it, but he looks so tiny. He does. He just looks so little and cute.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was my
kind of
sizing,
like
but
is he as short as JC?
Yeah, I think JC's probably way shorter than him.
Okay.
Like, he's 5'8", so he's not that small. Like, he really isn't that small. Because, like, I'm 5'9", and so he's, like, my height. Like, he's really taller than you, honestly, Kylie, right?
I'm super short.
You're right. But I'm saying, like, JC is, like, not even, like, as tall as you.
Not even 5 foot?
No.
Okay. Well,
no.
I don't know anything about Mothman, but he's so cute and little, and like you could put him in your pocket.
Well, he's tiny. Oh, so
Leo is
he says small but mighty. He's tiny but mighty. Tiny but mighty, y'all.
Okay. Yeah, this picture makes him look super young.
Okay, God. Like, I can't win with the pictures.
If he wasn't covered in tattoos, he would look like a teenager. So,
yeah.
I have no opinions on Leo Rush because I don't know anything about him.
Well, who's his partner?
Gabby Allen.
Gabby Allen. Another person we don't know.
So it's really, really interesting to see, you know, I'll be interested to see how they got paired up. Gabby Allen, from what I researched on her show was, I think, Shipwrecked UK.
It was, yeah.
And she is like a personal trainer, ripped, like in good shape. Maybe she's going to fill in that role of what Jenny was. I don't think she's quite as jacked as Jenny, but I think she's going to probably be a good competitor. But once again, I don't know anything about her.
Do you think they picked these teams like they did on, what was it, the first World of Worlds?
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of thinking. Like they do a competition and
the first player, like who's done first, gets to pick.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's got to be something like that.
Because there's no way, like, these rookie, I mean, it's just so random, it seems.
Yeah.
We don't know anything about her. I can't pick her as my winner pick. She might go far because of how physical she is. She's gorgeous. So I mean, yeah. What is Shipwrecked? What's that show?
I mean,
what do they do on there?
Okay, so what was the guy's name that went home first last season? He was also, I think he won Shipwrecked. So I mean, is it kind of like a survivor? No, the other guy.
I don't know.
I don't remember what his name was. Anyways, but is it kind of like a Survivor type show? Y'all can tell us. I have no idea.
Oh,
Big
Alex
T
is
was
Big
from
T.
that show. Well, I love the hell out of Big T. So if
done right there.
Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway, so Gabby Allen, TBD. We don't know nothing about her.
Yeah.
So moving into our next duo, we've got Corey coming back. This will be his 8th season.
That is crazy to me.
I know, it's really crazy whenever I was looking at how many seasons they've all been on. Like, to think that we've had Corey for 8 and this is only Darrell's 9th. And you think of Darrell, you know, as being such a staple of the challenge, and Corey's been on almost as many seasons as him. So, kind of wild. We did see Corey come super close last season. I think that he definitely has the athletic ability. He's got the drive. It's just a matter of if he can just get over that last hurdle. And
I think if he can just, get to the final and get to the final again, and it maybe not be climbing up a snowy mountain.
Yeah. But, you know, we did see Corey play a completely different game last season. Being a dad had definitely calmed him down. He wasn't there to hook up with people. He didn't let
like getting wasted.
Yeah, no throwing people on their ass for sitting on his pasta and things of that nature. So really focused. So I think that Corey's an interesting one.
Yeah. Obscurity asked if he's won before. He has not ever won. So 8 seasons and he hasn't won. So, but I think he'll go far this season. Yeah. He really proved himself, and he is a fan favorite. He's a house favorite. People really love Corey. He's easy to get along with. So yeah, I think that they'll get I think he'll go far.
Yeah, I think Corey's got a really, really good shot this season. We'll see.
Our friend Rox is in the chat. Hey, Rox.
Yeah. Everybody's commenting last season, a completely different Corey from what we saw on his previous season. So
Alex says if he learns how to do the puzzles, he'll win. Correct. Yeah, I really do hope he worked on his puzzle ability during his off season.
Yeah. Okay, so moving into Corey's partner, we have Tori. Corey and Tori. Obviously, I love their names together, Cory and Tori. I like both of them as people and as competitors. So this is going to be the first season that we've seen Tori on in a while without Jordan. Right?
Yeah.
They all start to run together.
They do, but yeah, like at least the past, I mean, 2 for sure. It's hard because like they weren't dating their whole time being on.
Yeah.
So, anyways, yeah. So Tori, we love Tori. How many seasons has she been on?
Oh gosh. Okay, hold on. Wait for it. This is her fifth season, and we've gotten to see her be a finalist a couple times. So she's there, y'all. Like, there's a possibility that if she's focused, she doesn't have to worry about, like what Jordan is stirring up in the house, that a focused Tori has the possibility to win.
Yeah, I agree. And I feel like a focused Tori and Cory have a very strong chance at winning this game.
A really, really strong team. So we'll see.
I ship this. It's one of my favorite teams, I think.
Yeah. Yep, I ship this teammates.
Next team is
So Michi came to the MTV family via X on the Beach this past season, and he's a rapper and a singer, and he's Black China's ex. That's what I know about Michi. I think he's like,
I mean, we'll see.
He's really like langy. Is that the word? Langy?
I don't know what you're trying to say here. No, that's definitely not a word.
Like someone that's tall and skinny. Lanky.
Lanky. She had to mute herself. Yeah, I mean, it could be my Photoshop skills, but he does look real. He looks tall. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm pretty certain he's pretty lanky.
I was like, language? Langler. Sorry, y'all. Look, they're like, no comment. Anyway, I don't know. I mean, we don't know enough about him. Maybe he'll be great entertainment. I mean, he's a rapper. He dated Black China, and she's like entertainment gold. So I feel like to put up with her, you have to be somewhat on her level.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see. Interested to see.
He was really chill on X on the Beach, so I don't know if he's going to be there like for fights and crazy entertainment, but we'll find out.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it'll depend on if he's single right now and there's, a love interest in the house that maybe gets him through. So,
hey, Lolo.
All right. Yeah, Lolo. We didn't mention that Lolo is single and she is ready to mingle.
Yes, very. So.
All right. His partner is Liv Jawando.
So we don't know a whole lot about Liv. We're not even positive of her age. She is also coming from Shipwrecked, and it said that on her Shipwrecked season that filmed in 2019, she was 19 years old. So she maybe is 21. She was 19 at the start of, that one was shown in 2019. So probably filmed in 2018. I imagine that she's 21 because I can't imagine that they let anyone into the challenge house and them not be able to legally drink.
But maybe the drinking laws are different in Iceland.
In Iceland, could be. So, yeah. I don't know.
I'm cracking up at Dragon Monkey over here. He is like, as we're talking, looking through the seasons and trying to find all the seasons. He's found them, y'all. Update. Dragon Monkey has found the seasons. And
I was going to shout you out at the end, but you can definitely look on CBS All Access because I think they've got all the challenge seasons now.
Yeah, I think so.
Or most of them. So you can look there. I just ordered the internet for every season of the challenge. Okay, Dragon Monkey.
Just go back. I mean, I can't. Which one would you say he has to watch?
I mean, the challenge has changed so
It
much.
has.
Yeah. Like at first, there's a lot of people not trying to take away any credit from the people that are challenge champions, but, so many of the old challenges were teams, large teams. And so, we've got some challenge champions that aren't necessarily as great of competitors as what we have now, especially on the female side.
Yeah. Free Agents is good. I liked Fresh Meat. I like Fresh Meat.
Yeah, Fresh Meat's a good one.
So just
you want to go back far enough to get like Kenny and Evan, and it's been
that back in the day, y'all, it was so different. They drank a lot and like challenged the next day, and like these people were crazy. So those old ones are really good. In the recent seasons,
yeah.
What was the season like Natalie was on?
Natalie Negrati.
Yeah. With the first War of the Worlds.
I don't know. There's too many. They all run together.
I don't know. That was a really good one. That's a good season because there's a lot of drama. So
yeah. All right. So
moving on.
There's Liv. We don't know anything about her, guys. So this will bring us into Fessy. I think you missed some letters in Fessy's name.
I did.
It's not Fessy Shaft.
Autocorrect. It's okay, y'all. I know how it's spelled. It's too late. Okay.
Okay, y'all. I'm so sorry. All right, Fessy. Not Fessy Shaft.
Oh my God, y'all.
Yo, what's wrong with this girl? Okay, Fessy.
It's autocorrect. I know his name is Shafaat, Shafat, but autocorrect got the best of me, and this is the worst. Y'all, I'm so sorry. Like, this was not done on purpose. It did this on so many people. Like it did it on
Fessy Shaft is back for his second season of the challenge.
And he is recently single
and ready to shaft it up with these castmates. I just can't, y'all. Okay. All right. I'm going to try and get together. I'm going to tell y'all about Fessy. So, Fessy is, up until this season of Big Brother, the worst Big Brother player ever. His title may be overtaken by David, if y'all are watching Big Brother. But Fessy Shaft found his calling in the challenge house last season.
Where he did great in the challenges. He crushed it. He was putting eliminations back to back. And he did great last season. And I'm here for Fessy, okay? Not because of anything specific. But I'm just here for him because he is a great competitor. And I think Irving says any guesses on who's going to hook up with Fessy because he's single. I don't know. We got so many new people that I also stop. I cannot breathe.
No, I can't stop laughing. I'm so sorry. Fessy Shaft. Okay. Yo, it's too much. So, yeah, Fessy will be newly single for the first time in the MTV house. And I think there are going to be some people looking to get on.
Just cancel it.
I'm not mature enough for this. Okay, y'all. Fessy's super good competitor. We did see him gas out in the finals, so that's going to be.
He's just one of those. This is why I think like Nom wouldn't do good in the final because he's bulky and like we saw Fessy kill elimination challenges. He killed. Right. He did great. And he was really feeling himself. Like, he was like, I've really proven myself. He was a rookie last season. This is his second season, and I think that I hope that he is endurance trained to get through this final.
Yeah. So who's Fessy's partner?
Who's Fessy's partner? Let's move on. Hope I don't have any more. Aneesa.
So like Aneesa and Nany are both kind of in that same boat of like, oh gosh, like they just almost get there. And you know, last season we saw Aneesa be that final elimination. Bailey defeated her and was the last one to get her red skull. So Aneesa almost made it, but she just couldn't quite pull it out. So what are your thoughts on Aneesa?
I've got to stop looking at the comments, y'all. Stop commenting on the last slide. I'm not looking. I'm hiding the comments until y'all start talking about Aneesa. So I love Aneesa, and Aneesa back in the day on those old seasons was like
crazy.
Scary. Yeah. But Aneesa, she did make it really far this season, but I think that's because of her allies. She won one elimination challenge, if I remember correctly. And I don't think Aneesa's not my winner pick. I don't think she will even make it to the final this season. If anything, I think she'll go home sooner because of how she performed at the end last season. Yeah. But she is partnered with Fessy, so she might go far just because of that.
Yeah. And their duo name is going to be.
Stop it, y'all! Stop it! Stop!
If only her name was y'all. If her name was Anita, that would. I mean, I would not be able to get up off the ground. Okay, Anita.
Y'all, I mean, we've all auto-corrected, but I just did it in front of thousands of people.
No big deal. No big deal. Okay. All right. Moving on from Aneesa and Fessy Shaft, our next duo is
Nelly.
Oh, Nelly. Okay, so Nelly has always been a clown to me. I've never been a big Nelly fan, but then he has this super heartwarming gesture last season to Cory where like, hey, Cory, you're here for your kids. Like, y'all put me in, don't put Cory in. He goes in, does a hall brawl with Rogan, and of course, Rogan runs over him and Nelson goes home. So, you know, like where you're giving Devin a second chance, I'm going to give Nelson a second chance. I'm going to try, but y'all, you know, he's going to say some crazy ass things. He's going to call people langy like I did or something else that doesn't make any sense.
The audacity.
Yeah, the audacity and just, you know, he's always got something funny to say.
Cam K says he came from a season of Dr. Phil.
Yeah. They were on Dr. Phil, huh?
Yeah, Dr. Phil, and remember he was on there with Angela.
Yeah.
Him and Angela were on Dr. Phil. Y'all,
they've broken up.
They have broken up. They're no longer together. So I think Nelson may be hooking up with some people, especially we got all these new people in the house that are coming from these other shows, are single too. I think Nelson's definitely going to be hooking up. But like last season, he was like the scum because he, you know, was slut shaming. He like really got in a fight with everyone over the dumbest shit ever. Yeah. But then, like you said, he did this so nice gesture to Cory and I think Alex.
Friendship goals.
Yes. Oh, Alex says, think Cory pays Nelson back for his sacrifice. So if it gets to that point at the end, you know, again. So last season, if you don't remember or didn't see, it got to the end and Nelson he went into the elimination on Cory's behalf and lost, of course. So then Cory made it to the final because of that. Does Nelson do this? Does Cory do this for Nelson?
Yeah, I don't think so. But I think they're boys. They're going to have each other's back as far as they can go. I mean, always. So, you know, if you're looking to separate a duo, there's no one that's going to be tighter than these two.
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll see how far Nelson goes. He's not my winner pick. I don't think he makes it to the final, to be completely honest. His he has a mouth on him, and that's his problem. But he's also not the brightest competitor when it comes to puzzles and such. So
yeah. So
he
we
doesn't really
shall
have
see.
Yeah, we'll see how he goes.
He is also paired up with a rookie, Amber Martinez. She was on the last season of Are You the One? She has like a pretty fun little personality, and she's kind of, I think she'll fit in personality wise, but she's very, very small, like super tiny. And so
Paul Brawl would not be good for Amber.
Right. Yeah, no, I mean, I think the two Ambers are both little, but this Amber may be even smaller than Big Brother Amber. So I don't see her doing well. Like, I think personality wise, she'll fit in, but competitive wise, they're going to throw her in early, I imagine, and I just don't see her being able to pull out a win.
Is she single? Because I feel like Nelson picked her because he thought she was hot.
Yeah, I don't know
if that's how it worked.
Yeah, I don't know if she's single or not. She goes both ways, so she could be looking at Nicole or Anissa, or she could be looking at Nelson. So I think personality-wise, she is going to be interesting to see what she does. So,
does the house get the two Ambers confused?
I mean, why do they got to do this? Especially when they're both new. I mean, you couldn't get anybody else with any other name. I hate this. I hate when they do people with the same names.
Yeah, so we'll have Amber M and Amber B.
Yeah. Amber B, Amber M. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I think we have one more.
Yeah, I think this is our last duo. This is Joseph Allen. He is also a rookie, and he is randomly coming from America's Got Talent.
As it not so okay, wait. Let's stop there, because whenever you told me this, I was like, okay, so like he was like one of those like ninja,
or like one of the crazy dancers.
Yeah.
No. He's a singer.
He's a singer, y'all.
So we've got two singers, like maybe him and Michi are going to make up like an alliance based off of their musical talents. Yeah, he's from America's Got Talent. I don't know. I mean, I don't know anything about this guy. So
yeah, I don't keep up with America's Got Talent, so I don't know how he's gonna do. But he looks super friendly and super happy. So he might like really have a great social game. He might get along with the house really well, and maybe that'll take him to the end because he doesn't come off as a threat. Like maybe he doesn't come off as this physical threat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
we agree, y'all. It's super random. We don't know.
But here we are. And our last person, number 30.
Joseph's partner is
Big T, back again for her third season. I think Big T, like her first year, we didn't get enough of her personality. And last season, she was such a standout. She is so freaking hilarious. And like, y'all, whenever she was freaking out about her toe bleeding, I mean,
the cotton pads.
Yes.
The cotton pads.
She was like, I bled through the cotton pad.
So they're like, get cotton pads. Cotton pads. Like, total meltdown. Now they call her Big Toe because she broke her toe on a chair because she was trying to fight somebody. I don't even remember who, because she was the star of the show.
Yeah, she is such a hoot. So I'm really happy to see Big T back. She's got a lot of heart, but she isn't probably not going to ever do super well in the competitions, but she's going to try really hard. So
I do wish she had a different partner. I wish she was partnered with, like a Josh who's a big personality, or I don't know, like who else, like a Wes even, or someone that could. I mean, we love her. We wanted her to stay, and not that she needs to be carried, but
I wish she was with Darrell. Like, Darrell would be able to protect her a little bit, but we just need her to be able to stay on our screens as long as possible, because Big T is entertaining.
She's so good, and she's so sweet, and we love her. We are Big T stans. So I hope she stays, and so for that, I hope Josh stays. Joshua Allen. I don't know if he goes by Josh.
So we're going to have two Joshes.
I mean, not Joshua. Joseph. His name's Joseph.
I took your word for it. I don't even
I
remember.
know. That's so sad. He was just on our last slide.
Yeah. So this is your 30 members of the Challenge Season 36 cast.
Yeah.
So what are y'all's thoughts? Who do you think is going to do well? Trisha, who's your winner pick?
Winner pick.
One male, one female. And they don't have to be a duo because we don't know how it's going to get down in the final.
Right. Who do I? Okay, let me say who. I'm going to say who I think is going to win, who I want to win. Or let's go for it. I want Natalie Anderson to go all the way. I want her to get her W. Okay, because I think this is her season, and I would honestly, like, I love an underdog. I love an upset. So I think it would be great for entertainment value if Natalie Anderson goes all the way.
Yeah, I love that.
So love her. Who do I think of the female group is going to win? That's a tough one.
I mean, I think Natalie's got a really good shot of winning. I mean,
yeah, I agree.
Okay, no, I'm gonna make my official female winner pick as Cam.
Okay, I think that's a good one.
And I like Cam, but I'm definitely rooting for Natalie more. Oh no, I'm picking Lolo. I'm just kidding. Lolo's not gonna win. She's gonna get into so many arguments. But it's going to be great.
I'm going to pick Nicole, just despite you.
You're going to pick Andy Dick?
Yeah, I'm picking her. Nicole is my female winner pick. And Natalie is Russell's here.
Russell.
I'm done with y'all on these effing comments.
It's too much.
I'm about to end the broadcast right now. No, I'm just kidding.
So, male winner pick.
Who do I want to win? I want Leroy to get his W. I want Leroy to go to the end. That would make me happy. Who do I think's gonna win? That's a tough one. I'm gonna go with Devin, just to spite you.
Oh, girl, why? Do you hate me? Just because I made fun of you for right shaft does not mean you got to just pick people I don't like. Get out of here.
No, okay, I'm going to go. I want Jay to win. I want Jay to go really far.
Okay, so you are Team Survivor for your wants.
Yeah.
I'm going to say that who I most want to win from the males is going to be Kyle. Don't hate me, whatever. I like Kyle. But I think Darrell's going to get the win. So Darrell and Cam are my official picks for who's going to win.
All right. Well, I think, honestly, you have really great picks. In our fantasy draft, you always do way better than me. So you are probably spot on.
Okay. Like, we're duking it out for the bottom in Big Brother. So,
yeah.
Like, I used to be really good at picking teams, and then now I suck at it. So I'm just gonna.
I don't know what happened to us. Y'all don't even take our advice. But we are going to do. Don't take our advice on anything. But if you join our draft, definitely don't take our advice because we're not good at it. All right, so we are going to do a snake style draft next. At some point, we will let y'all know. So go follow us on our social media.
We're thinking like probably
next
Tuesday?
week sometime. Yeah,
maybe
that's our goal.
Kind of looking at Tuesday. Yeah.
We want more than just us on. So we are trying to recruit some folks to join us for the draft because there's so many people in this season. So
y'all let Russell know, if he's still in the chat, how much you want to see Russell come on with us next week and participate in the draft.
Yeah, he thinks because he's never seen the challenge that he cannot participate, but we can thoroughly explain the show to him. But
we can watch our cast assessment. So
we can watch our cast assessment, and Dragon Monkey is going to go back and do some research. So I think,
Yeah. So like Trisha's saying, we do run a challenge draft. We're don't know exactly the air dates, so we'll post all of those details as they get closer. Trisha's got our social media up. Y'all can follow us on Instagram and Twitter at RealiTEA_TRHS. We will post everything that you need to know about the challenge, Big Brother, Survivor. Those are our shows. So make sure you give us a follow. Somebody did ask, are we positive that there will be a male and female winner? No, we're not, because there are only a few eliminations into the season. So we don't even know yet.
We don't know
how it's going to break down.
Work. But as soon as we like get information, we'll post it on our social media. And we will share the spoiler sites that we follow that have been trustworthy for us in the past. So we'll share those with you guys on our social media. So check us out as we screenshot things, share things to our Twitter and Instagram. Follow us at RealiTEA_TRHS. That's RealiTEA_TRHS. Thanks everyone who watched with us live. We did a late night show. We normally are on at 12 o'clock Central Standard Time talking about Big Brother, but we're looking forward to transitioning to the challenge. And we'll be back next week to talk about, we'll do a little snake draft, get a few guests on with us. And yeah, so, Dragon Monkey's from the UK.
Oh no. Okay, but y'all make sure that you drop us a comment on this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the Russell Hantz Show. You'll get notifications every time we go live with everything Big Brother, Survivor, the challenge related. So
yeah, thanks everyone for watching live. Don't forget to help us out by subscribing, liking, and commenting. And that brings us to the end of our show. Y'all have a good night. Drop us a comment on who you think is going to do great on the challenge and who you think is going to do terrible. And I'm so sorry about the typos again. But
tell us why you think that the worst team is Andy, Dick, and Devin. Cheers, y'all.
Bye.